All right, so Alon stays behind. Can everybody see things?
I see things.
Can Barry Cam see things, even though Barry is not there? Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, I added that just so to make sure that Barry Cam could see. All right, so two of the officers stay behind to deal with collecting the relics, as the other two escort you to the Doom City precinct. Upon entering, you see the night shift is in full swing. There are less officers than would be present during the day, and of course, Chief Irto has gone home. As the officers take you back to the desk, you notice that Lexa, you notice that Baron is again working the front desk behind the transparent steel.
Have we gotten a chance to talk with each other away from the police?
Yes, so you went in your speeder, and they escorted you in their police speeder. So
have we figured out how to explain this without weirdness?
I don't know, have you?
I know at least must prompted Lexa's gonna spend most of that trip just kind of in silence, just thinking to herself.
Kalani wants to know how to explain this.
Well, seeing as the artifacts were found inside your apartment, we probably need to tell them something about the Whisperer and you being framed in order to smooth this over, since I already mentioned it to the police. You mentioned that there were some sort of messages. Could you give those to the police as evidence?
Yes, I already gave the message. Yes, I already gave the message that she sent me to them. Their hacker's the one who figured it out, and I can show them the note that we found in my apartment. Also, I'm sure that the chief knows about my rivalry with the Whisperer. I don't think it would be too hard to prove that I was being framed.
Oh, perfect. Well, we'll just let you do all the talking, and we'll just say that we were accompanying you as friends.
Right.
All right. So you have that conversation. Alon, you take a minute to look around, and then Lex had asked you to check on Picasso. So are you heading back to the apartments then? Okay. So it'll take you a while to search the rooms. So as you're looking around stealth, you got to kind of pay attention to where the two officers are, as they're kind of waiting to help move these things. And eventually, some people who you assume are museum staff members show up to help take the objects away, and you're left by yourself, and then that allows you more freedom to take a look for bugs. Give me a perception check. Okay, you do not find any bugs whatsoever. You also find in your thorough search that the sinks don't seem to have any water. And the cupboards and things are completely empty of food, as you'd expect from Lexa not needing to eat anything. Yeah, and then you hop on a cab and you head back to the Senate apartments. All right, yeah, it'll take you a bit to get there, so we will go back to uh, the precinct with everybody else. Yeah, so they'll take a couple of you into the interrogation rooms one at a time, just because there's a table and you can like write your statements. And then they'll have two of you on separate sides of the room at different desks. And so the two that they decided to have out at the desks are the two Jedi, because they feel like they're more trustworthy. And then so Shilu and Lexa are in the rooms with a single officer. Sorry, need to shift some things around there. Okay, so yeah, I guess. Well, we'll start with Lexa because that's more interesting. So, all right, so can you tell us exactly what was going on there then?
Where would you like me to begin?
Well, whatever events led you to finding the artifacts there.
Have you spoken to Chief Ertel?
Well, he went home for the day. I haven't contacted him.
Well, I spoke with him and he confirmed that I was on the trail of the thief who stole the artifacts from the museum. I had been watching the museum and investigating it to try and attempt to catch the person who stole them. The person we now know to be the Whisperer.
So is the chief the only one who could verify that?
I spoke to Baron about it as well.
Well, he's working at the front desk. I'll go talk to him. Just wait here. So Lexa is up there, and Shialu is in the room directly above that. So yeah, the persistent light source isn't going to be able to see that. Hang on, I probably should put more than one persistent light source in. My bad. Here, yeah, I'll add one into each of those rooms. You see both of the rooms now? Excellent. Okay. So yeah, the officer questioning you, Alexa, goes around, and yeah, the others, you're getting asked like preliminary questions, just like write down what you know.
We should at least ask each of them a question in character.
Yeah. Hang on a second. All right. So.
I really just want to see how long you like trying to figure out how she's going to word things.
All right. All right. We'll go to Shilu. So the one will look at you like. So heard you found the. This is actually the two that took you into the rooms were the two that were at the place. So he saw you lift with things. So yeah, what exactly are those relic things, and how did you find them there?
We were following along the lead of Scarlet, who was investigating their disappearance from the museum, and we're acquaintances, and the Jedi decided to come and take a look to make sure everything was safe. I sent some sort of vague force presence on them, but it turned out to be nothing much.
Okay. All right, we'll go to Kalani. So, Jedi, what brought you to that apartment?
The messages from the Whisperer.
Could you elaborate a little bit more on that, please?
Sorry, I'm being distracted in her life here. Mom's trying to talk to me.
You get there, Eagle? All right. While you're dealing with that, I'll skip to E10. So, Master Jedi, can you shed some light on, I guess, what you were doing in that apartment?
I was assisting a Republic fugitive recovery agent to apprehend the criminal.
All right. Guess we're going to need some more details, but that's a start. All right.
Peter just crashed into the precinct.
What?
Oh, okay. I was
All right.
What?
So,
Okay, what?
suddenly you hear a horrendous crash coming from the front of the building as the floor trembles beneath your feet, and your ears are greeted by the sounds of twisting metal and shattering glass.
What?
I get to my feet and take out Deliverance. Or no, sorry, I meant Bloodseeker.
All right, yeah. Where is everybody going? Shiloh, the officer that's still in your room, will kind of look, be like, "What was that?" Like, you stay here. Hang on a second. There's an emergency here. And he'll dart out of the room. He'll leave the door open.
Do I still have my comms?
Yes.
Okay, I'll just calm everybody.
What's going on? There's some sort of disturbance.
I don't know. I'm in a door. I can't see.
Yeah, hang on a second. Alright, yeah, so as that officer that came from Shiloh is going around, he'll open the door in front of you, Lexa, as well.
Can I tell anything that's going on?
Oh, wait, yeah, I mean, if you want to head that direction, you can, for sure. The officers that were with you will start heading towards the front of the building.
Yeah, I'm going.
Okay, I'm just gonna follow Alexa.
Alrighty. Can you... I think I got rid of all the doors that you needed to in order to get in the front there. If you can't, let me know.
I can move no further.
Oops, missed one.
There
There you
are creepy spectral lights chasing us. Run, Alexa.
I'll cover you. Go ahead.
Well, all right, so you all can make it that far. All right. So, as you round the corner, you're greeted by a troubling sight. What appears to be a taxi speeder has penetrated all the way through the entrance, even smashing through the transparent steel protecting the front desks. Baron and another officer you don't recognize lie on the ground, deep lacerations from shattered glass covering their bodies. Looking closer, you can see that one of Baron's ribs is poking through his blood-soaked uniform, and he appears to be struggling to breathe.
Okay, I use Advanced Vital Transfer, which has a range of 6 squares.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna go up to the speeder and I'm gonna see if there was anyone piloting the taxi.
Okay, so Shiloh, as you reach out with the force, you manage to even repair his broken ribs, and well, his uniform is still bloodstained. His breathing stabilizes. All right. Yeah.
So how much damage do I take?
You'll take. Sorry. Wait. Let's see what level are the officers. Here, just give me a second. They do have stats. Let me check. You will take how much of the damage do you take?
Half.
Rounded down.
All right, so you will take 20 points of damage. Right, because it heals for four times their character level.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah. So you'll take. Yeah, you'll take. Or is it only? Well, I guess it would only be the amount that they actually need to be healed.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, never mind. Then you take 15. Sorry. So yeah, he's looking much better. Yeah, Lexa, as you approach the speeder, and Jedi, whatever you guys are doing. So the officers are kind of grouping around here too, trying to help out the two fallen members. Next, as far as you can tell, there's not really a pilot in the seat at all, but there is a device of some kind.
Does it look mechanical or computer?
Give me either a mechanics check or a knowledge technology check.
Are there 2 injured people?
Yeah, the other guy's got some cuts, but he doesn't look as badly injured. He just looked like he kind of got knocked back a little bit and was laying on the ground. All right, Lexa. It looks kind of like there's a timer of some sort, and you see that there are 87 seconds remaining. You're not exactly sure what the timer's controlling, but it's nothing good.
Uh-oh.
I look at the Jedi and I say, get everyone back, something's here with the timer. Get everyone back, it might be a bomb. And I come over and I examine this and try and figure out some way to either disarm it or figure out what it is.
All right. So what's everybody going to do? As on hearing that, the officers will pull the 2 that were on the ground out and away. What are the rest of the characters going to be doing while Lexa's taking a look at this thing?
I go over to look to see what she's looking at, to see if there's anything I can do to help.
I want to direct these 2 officers near me to get everybody and evacuate the building, and then I want to look to see if there's a way to contain the blast of this bomb if you can't stop it from exploding.
All right. So the doors that, the doors at the entrance of the building are completely destroyed, but there's a door directly in front of you at that entranceway, and there's one on the other side. And you think that the front desk people have control over those doors, but the crash made them open, and if you close to them, it might contain the blast somewhat.
This thing is in the vehicle?
Yeah, the device is in the vehicle.
Where? It's in the top passenger seat?
It's in the driver's seat. Sorry, that was a little bit unclear.
Is it attached or can
Yeah, it
be
looks
moved
attached.
out?
It looks attached to the speeder. I've sent that. John, if Ethan wants to try and close the doors to contain the blast, he can do that.
What
Okay.
about outside the building? What's going on? What is the environment out there?
You know that when you approach, it's a pretty wide, flat concrete area outside the building, ostensibly to see people coming. They didn't. We weren't able to stop the speeder, obviously, but there's no buildings or anything directly outside.
Pedestrians.
Make a use the force check. Yeah, you don't really sense anyone directly outside, and for a decent amount of space. All right, Lexa, as you're taking a look at it, you realize you have two options to disable the device. You could try to mechanically disconnect the device from the speeder, because it looks like it's just kind of like a timing mechanism. Whatever is going to happen is something to do with the speeder itself. But a failure doing that would probably mean an instantaneous detonation if it is a bomb. Or you could try to interrupt the timer, which might be more difficult, but would probably give you more time to clear the area in case of failure.
That would be a computer check.
Yeah, so the first one would be a mechanics check, and then the stopping the timer would be a computer check.
I'm gonna try to disable the timer.
All right, you can use computer check. Well, Kalani, do you want to stay behind the door as E10 closes it, or do you want to be in front of it?
I'm going with Yutan at the moment. I'm not sure what to do.
Alrighty. So you successfully close those two doors to try and contain the blast. Lexa, you're messing around with the timer, and you think it's going fairly well. And then you hit something, and the timer starts counting down 3 times as fast as it was. And you realize you'll only have about 5 seconds to get out of there. So, everybody, roll either an initiative check or an acrobatics check.
Can I try to flip the car on upside down to try to contain the blast?
Yeah, give me a use of force move object check.
Okay, I'm not gonna roll the car on top of Lexa, am I?
No, she's gonna get out of the way as you do this.
Okay, so I just roll the use the force.
Mm-hmm.
Are you rolling initiative though to see who goes in what order?
No, the initiative is partly to see if you react fast enough to get out. It was either initiative or acrobatics.
What if I don't want to get out though?
I mean, then you don't have to.
You can perish into fiery oblivion.
No, I'm considering, because I don't know, considering of just trying to bear hug it and keep it from blowing the rest of you up. We only have 5 seconds to run.
Do I need to roll the acrobatics also?
If you want to try to get out of the building, yes. Or if you want to back up down that hallway fast enough, yes. Yeah, Kalani and Etan, it would probably be
Is there
easier
what
for you
happened
guys
to the
get out of
disconnecting
building.
it idea?
I rolled a 35. Apparently
We-
that's not enough.
You tried that.
It was real close. All right.
Considered rolling a force point, but I was like 35. That should do it.
Wait. What's a 23 for DC for size on move objects? Anybody have that handy?
I can just make move object pop
Medium.
up.
Is a speeder a medium object? I don't know what the classification is exactly for that.
Definitely not.
Who cares?
Yeah,
Just
the
make
person
something up.
is medium.
Did
Oh, that's true.
Did I
Yeah, be
succeed
a
or
large.
not?
Yeah, so you try to move it. It seems kind of wedged in there and too heavy. You can't get your hands on it. All right, so Lexa's gonna try and shield.
Oh, just
like, go
kidding.
over the
DC 323
device.
is a large object.
Well, it's gonna be wedged in there anyway. So
I think a
that's fine.
speeder is larger than large
Yeah,
anyway.
larger than large, probably like gargantuan. Okay, so E10 and Kalani, as you see the timer counting down, Lexa jumps in front of it. You two manage to safely back down the hallway and get quite a bit away from it, with basically where the rest of the
Lexa!
officers are.
Okay, what about me? I rolled really badly because I'm not trained in initiative.
What'd you roll? Oh, no. So which way do you want to go?
I don't know. It depends. If I can try to drain energy on the bomb or if I should run away.
I'm gonna go with Lexa's in the way, so it's gonna be hard to get to. And the door behind you is closed now.
It's closed. What? Someone trying to murder me?
No, they're trying to contain the explosion.
Yeah, in my face.
There's enough space that you could probably squeeze out the entrance.
Okay. Sure. Can I activate Force Shield as I run out the entrance?
Yeah, that's a reaction, right?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Okay, so Alexa, you are over the
Is there any? Okay,
device.
is there any way that I can rip the device out of its place and maybe put it underneath the speeder in 5 seconds?
I mean, you could try and rip it out,
I mean, I'm really strong.
but it is connected to it, and do you think the connection has something to do with the timer itself?
Okay. I don't have a shield or anything. I guess I'm just gonna have to hug it with my body and hope that that contains the blast.
Alrighty. Okay.
What? No, wait. Can I change? What? Can I see her doing that and just pull her out with move object?
He's
You can try.
Wait, Lexa's pulling up a cause.
Yeah, right? Everybody gets to blow up.
no.
It's not on purpose. I'm trying to save you guys. This is what she would do.
Yeah, so you get out of the building, Shiloh, and you start pulling her. And she's not entirely far away from you.
I'm holding on to the bomb though.
Oh, that's so. Make a strength check, Lexa.
Even a force point won't fix that. It's pretty good though.
Yeah, that is a pretty high roll. I'd say, yeah, Shiloh, you're trying to pull her.
I'm
off.
moving a colossal object.
Yeah,
even if she's
you're
a
ripping,
strong
she's grabbing
person.
it, but it's like her grip is so strong, being a droid, that her
So-
grip eventually does loosen as you're pulling on her. But since the speeder is not budging, she doesn't make it
does
very
it rip
far.
the connection?
All right, so
Does it rip the connection of the device?
no, her fingers slip off of it. Hold on a second. Okay, so as Ethan and Kalani make their way down the hallway as fast as they can, and Shiloh tries to pry Lexa off, the timer reaches 0. Okay, Lex is going to take 56 points of damage. Everybody else takes half damage as you're hit by the concussive blast as you get away from it. Alright, Lexa. The blast knocks your processors out of sync, and your system start an emergency reboot. After what seems to you to be a long period of darkness, you open your eyes and see a variety of hollow screens flashing with information in front of you. Out of the corner of your eyes, you see a variety of wires hooked up to parts of your body. You glance to a hollow of a young man standing before a beautiful city. You feel a sense of deep sorrow and anguish sweep over you, and your tears fall onto your cheeks. You look up to one of the hollow displays where a message flashes. Confirm memory wipe? Yes, no. Confirm, you hear yourself say, and your vision goes black. You open your eyes and see a variety of hollow screens flashing with information in front of you. Out of the corner of your eyes, you can see a variety of wires hooked up to parts of your body. You glance at a peculiar display. The hollow is of a man who looks human enough and young. The picture is still, and he is not looking directly at you. In the background, there can be seen lush vegetation and the beginnings of possibly a beautiful city. Though you cannot remember who the man is or his significance, when you look at him, there is a feeling of regret, of leaving something behind. Your eyes feel damp and you close them to blackness. Your eyes snap open, in reality this time, and you're greeted by flames licking the building, alarms blaring. You realize you're now outside the building.
I look over my body. Are my drug bits showing?
A little bit, yeah. Not entirely, because the blast... Sorry, I should actually move you a little bit here. The blast assists you in getting to Picard, to where Shiloh is.
Is he down on the ground too?
He got knocked back by the explosion, but you can see he's standing above you, or kneeling above you.
Blast, she's thinking.
Shiloh like crouches down and then looks very confused.
I try to get up so he can't see me. Try and get up super quick before he has a chance to really examine me, and dart off into an alleyway before anyone comes to us. I just take off running.
All right.
Alexa, wait, are you okay?
I yell after her. She runs away.
Which is funny because I'm not even limping at all. Just running.
Shiloh, as she darts off, you do see a fire crew heading towards the building. Alright, so as they head towards the building, the rest of the police are heading out the back, trying to evacuate people. So, yeah, 2 Jedi, if you want to make it outside the back of the building, you can. I will move you.
Yeah.
Alright, hang on a second. As you all are exiting the building, you notice a familiar Trandoshan in the being escorted out by guards. It is Urska.
Where
Lexi,
did everybody else go? Can I see if anybody else is injured?
they went around the outside, the other side of the building.
Okay.
Lexa, as you head towards the alley, you're greeted by a bunch of angry, armed-looking men. Everybody roll initiative.
Oh, joy.
What?
Hold on a second, gotta put the initiative tracker.
Bit of a run, Alexa.
I mean, you just sort of get blasted. That does sort of make sense.
Yeah. But you didn't have to put it that way.
I just love picturing like Shiloh looking down, about to ask you like if you're a cyborg, and then just like, nope, ignore the man behind the curtain, and you just run away. Like nothing to see here.
Nope, I'm totally fine. Help
You were
someone
just you were almost murdered by a bomb. Are you okay? Just running away.
All good here. Nothing to see.
I'm just imagining a whole bunch of servo sounds as she sits straight up and jumps up and runs away.
Probably a lot of like clinking, like that squeaky joint sound that R2 makes. Across the GPO. Got like flesh just hanging off my chassis.
Alright, Shiloh, you get the first go. Wait, did I accidentally delete it?
Yeah, our initiative counter's gone.
Oops, my bad.
Just close. I get the first go. How is that possible?
Right?
Terribly.
Dice.
Okay, do
That's
I
all.
see what was happening? Not really. Well, I was right before you said roll initiative and that there were crazy people. I was about to be like, well, I guess I better heal myself so I can help other people. So I guess I'll try to heal myself then.
Alright.
I think you're healed.
Yeah, I think so.
That must be nice.
Yeah, I think I think you're there. I think you're good. Alright, you want to do anything else?
I'm gonna look around for victims that are injured or something because I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, so as you turn around, you're looking for people. You see the fire crews working and heading into the building. And you make a full circle looking for other people that look injured, and you see a bunch of men carrying weapons heading after the direction that Lexa ran it to.
Hey, Alexa, it looks like there are some people after you.
Oh, just pretend I said Scarlet. I didn't say Lexa.
I mean, I feel like maybe in the panic you just called her Lexa reflexively.
I mean, the problem is that I keep calling her Lexa because I, as the player, am used to that. But she introduced herself to me like at the start of this part of the campaign.
Oh,
as
right.
Scarlet. So
I
like,
forgot that. So you would, yeah, I guess.
as a
Scarlet would be
player,
more
I keep
used to
messing it up,
Scarlet.
but Shiloh would be more used to saying Scarlet. I just keep messing it up as a player.
Do you even know her real name?
Probably not.
I mean, now he does because you explained the whole thing.
I didn't ever said
okay.
said
No,
my full
you-
name.
Yeah.
I guess then. Yeah, never mind.
Sorry, I haven't meant to keep track of everyone's secrets. I didn't mean to do it that way, but
Yeah, I mean, when she was because when we came here, I feel like she sort of said that it was important to call her Scarlet. I don't know. I feel like she may have mentioned her full name at that point. Like, told
I don't think
people
she
not to
actually
call her
said.
Alexa, but I can't remember. So
I think
we
she
can
just
say
said.
that I don't know her name.
Okay, so yeah, he said Scarlet. Are you gonna move or do anything else, or is that gonna be it?
Oh, I get to move too? Okay, so generous. Although
you
you
get to
just want me to
move.
move
Why not?
closer to them so that they'll murder me instead.
Maybe.
Just run closer to the building over here. I don't even remember. What are the rules for moving in this game?
You get 6 squares of movement.
double that if you run.
Alright, so you run closer to the building. Alright, E10, what are you going to do?
Are these all enemies that surround me?
No, the people that are surrounding you are the police officers and then the prisoner that you had abducted, the Trandoshan Urska. But they're all people who left the building with you.
I thought you said there were enemies somewhere.
Down below where
Oh, I see.
Scarlet is, yeah.
Okay, I have a rules question.
Yes.
I have a damage reduction talent, and it lets me use a force point as a standard action to gain damage reduction. Well, you know what? Never mind. I don't have a question. I just was reviewing the rule, so I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna move south towards the fighting.
Okay. If you run, you can go double your speed, so 12 squares.
I can't run. I just use my standard action for the thing.
Oh, I think you can still run. No? Is that that's only a
Why
single
not?
action?
That's what I thought. To move double speed, you use your move action and your standard action.
Yes.
That's the way
Or
we
you
have been
take a
doing
full
it.
round action to run 4 times your speed.
Oh, right. Right. Okay, yeah. So you move 6 squares. Okay.
And then I draw out my lightsaber, I guess, also.
Okay. Lexa, it is your turn. You notice that you are, in fact, still in possession of all of your weapons.
And these guys are clearly hostile and coming towards me.
Yes. If you want to make a perception check, I can tell you more.
Oh, it became a 12. Yay.
So, taking a look at him, Barry, will you please stop moving that persistent light source? Oh my goodness, that is driving me nuts. Anyway, you look at their garb, and it looks like it is the traditional garb of Hutt gangsters, and they look armed with rifles.
Rifles, not swords of any kind.
No, it looks like they're all holding rifles pointed at you.
Cool. I will pull out Bloodseeker. And I will make an attack on that one. So the first attack, I only get one attack because I don't have enough to do a full.
Okay.
But the first attack's 32 and I do 31 points of damage.
Nice. So as they're pursuing you and you're running away, you turn a dime hearing Shiloh's voice and pulling out your weapon. You catch one of the ones in the front completely by surprise and you make a deep slash against its chest.
Does it exceed his damage threshold?
Yes.
And he goes down one on the condition track.
An extra one, so he would go down 2.
Yep.
I'll just use 2 symbols to help me remember that. Okay. Alright, so that's your turn. Kalani.
I mean, I normally just use one of the pop-up bubbles to denote.
Oh, that's a good.
track.
That is a good point. That is a good method. All right, Kalani, what you doing?
So I can see that these guys are bad guys, right? I
Yes.
think it's pretty clear by now.
Yes.
Okay, with the map like it is are there buildings on the other sides here? So I don't have to worry about attacks from the other sides?
The plaza actually continues for quite a bit, and then there's buildings. I just don't have the whole thing because then it would make the map just gigantic. But it's like length of a football field in every direction from the precinct.
Okay.
So there are buildings eventually, but if you want to make a perception check, I can tell you if you see anybody anywhere else. All right, so
Seriously, Dice?
caught off guard. As far as you can tell, the rest of the plaza is completely empty.
I guess I am charging into battle then.
All right.
Whee! Does that count as run?
Yeah. I mean, if you're using the full roundish action, you can definitely make it probably all the way there.
All the way?
I think we're close
Where?
to it. Well, because it's 4 times speed if you
Oh.
if you're sprinting.
There's 1, 6, and...
Okay. So that is your turn. Now it's the enforcer's turn. Alright. You can only sprint in a straight line.
Oh. Okay, so where was I? I think it was about there. Kind of.
Yeah. That'll work, yeah. You can only, unfortunately, can only sprint in a straight line. That is the nature of sprinting. Alright, so the people will kind of close in around you two a little bit. Trying to get clear shots now that you're so close to one of them, Lexa. They kind of have to shift around a little bit here. Never mind, you don't want to do that. Okay, let's see. So we're gonna get 1, 2, 3. Okay. It's gonna be a live attack roll. Hold on a second. Where is the... There it is. Oh, fun. First one. Okay, I'll resolve that in a second. Okay, those are the 5 that are directed at Kalani. That is the one from the one right in front of you, Lexa. Okay, those are the rest of them. Okay, so one.
See, this is why I invented coordinated attack.
Yeah, I know.
No, let's hit anyway.
The 34 would hit me, but I will use my independent spirit and as a reaction and use it to buff my reflex defense so it will not miss me.
Alright. So, Kalani, you see one of them firing at you. It's the one that's kind of in the back to your left. And in the shifting and you rush so quick, he's trying to track you and he doesn't realize his sights have gone directly in front. He ends up shooting the guy directly in front of him, in the back.
Which one's where?
That one there shoots that one in the back.
Whoops.
Okay. Charlie, your turn.
I'll just walk over or run over there, trying not to draw attention to myself and get shot.
All right, so you're just running and not getting shot. Okay. Ethan, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna keep running down towards the fight.
Okay. If you want to use your entire turn to do that, you can make it all the way down there. Because that would be sprinting in a straight line, so you'd be able to go 4 times your speed, so you'd be able to make it.
I'll stop here.
All right. Alexa, your turn.
I'll use my full attack to make a double attack on the one in front.
All right. After the reeling damage you deal to him after your first blow, he's totally taken off guard, and your second strike just completely stabs into him and he drops to the ground.
Yes.
Okay, so that's one down. Kalani, your turn.
Which way to go? Where to start? I think I will attack these two.
Okay. I totally forget in this game, do you have to be diagonals count as 2 squares, right? Or did we decide that for this like lightsaber attacks and stuff that the diagonal did count as in reach?
For reach, is diagonals count as reached.
Okay. It's just for movement that it's like 2? Okay. Alright, go ahead.
Yeah, it costs 2, but you are moving diagonally even, so
Yeah.
it's a bit weird.
Yeah.
Come on!
Okie dokie.
You have your circulate if you want to use it.
That's true.
That's only once a day, though.
Yeah, now that Dell isn't here.
You can't re-roll city. Far-seeing craziness. Alright, so you continue moving forward, this time with more purpose, and with both your lightsabers, you attack both targets. They are completely taken off guard by the ferocity of your attack, and your lightsabers connect solidly with their torsos. Okay. All right. So we are going to get Goodness gracious. 2 attacks, those are both directed towards Etan.
Not even close.
Alright, let's see what happens with that nat 1. Ooh. Alrighty. Let's see, does that make any Yeah, so the guy who got shot in the back, after getting shot in the back, he completely misses you and fires straight across, hitting the guy that's way over here.
I mean, really, when we think about it, this battle is nuts. There's Blaster 5 going past the 3
Oh
of
yeah,
us.
it's
and they're just
crazy.
hitting
There's
each
just a
other.
bunch of blasters.
We're answering the ultimate question of knife to a gunfight. Currently, knife is winning.
Ooh. Yeah, so you're gonna get those are all directed at you, Kalani.
One definitely concerned.
Uh-huh. Wow, that's a lot of damage. That's a really high damage roll too. An 8, a 7, and a 5. Wow. Do you have block though?
Yeah, let me.
Yeah, because I mean, did those other 2 hit you too? Because you can try and block this as well. I think it just makes sure you use the
My
force check to
reflex.
down.
My reflex is 32.
Yeah, so those last 3 are all gonna hit you unless you try to block them.
Can she block all, or only use her reaction on one of the attacks?
You can use it on all, but there's a penalty on each successive one.
Yeah, each one reduces your use the force check by -2.
-5.
Is it -5?
It's
I thought it was
-5.
It's -5. Oh, I mean,
Yeah, I have Shicho. For me, it's -2.
oh, okay. I was looking at. I think because I was stealing it for a character. I was stealing the macro for a character I was making, and I think I stole it from Jurat, and it probably that explains why it was a -2. I'll fix that. Yeah, that's what I figured.
Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah, when you start stacking those lightsaber talents on top of each other, it gets a little messy quick.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, you successfully deflect that first one that's headed for you. Expertly direct it back into the ground.
Much fail.
All right. So after that one, the next one catches you by surprise and hits you right in the face.
Ow.
Singes your fur quite a bit.
So how much damage would
That's
that
gonna
actually be?
That's gonna be 52 damage, and then
What did we decide about?
Did we do
enemies?
enemies can't crit?
oh, that's right. They can't. Oh, that's right. They can't crit. Sorry, my
It's
bad.
not
So that'd
that
be
way.
20. That's 26 damage then. But then you'd still, I'd say, go down the condition track 2 times. Right, I forgot we could do special things, things instead of. Yeah. Okay. So do you want to try and block that last one? All right. Who are you giving the HP to, Shiloh? Oh, Lexa Scarlet. I see that. Okay, Lexa, you get 11 extra hit points.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, with that that penalty adds up. Ow.
Yeah, it does. All right, then you take 18 more points of damage.